Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to show you how to find all 37 collectibles here in the Rambler's Reach Outpost and Jedi Survivor. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now, as always, some of these collectibles require certain abilities that aren't unlocked until later on in the game. So if you can't pick one of them up, just come back and grab it later. So we're going to start over here by the Rambler's Reach Outpost meditation point. It's right on the line between Rambler's Reach and Southern Reach. And once we're here, we're just going to work our way into the town. And we're going to be looking for the shop that's across the street from the saloon. So if we work our way down the main path here, once we get down here, you'll see the saloon is the orange building. We want to go in the shop that's just across the path. So we'll jump off this guy. We're going to go inside and buy something. So if we go over here to the store, the first thing we want to do is shop. So we'll open up the shop menu. And once it does that, there's going to be a thing here called mysterious key code. We want to buy that. Now that's going to cost you 10 shards. So go ahead and buy that. If you don't have enough shards, I've got plenty of other videos showing you how to get more collectibles so that you can to purchase this thing. But once you get it, we're going to speak to her for a second. We'll come over here and that's going to allow us to get inside this door. So now we can come over here and slice and it'll open the door. Originally, you wouldn't be able to get inside. But once you do that, we can come inside and we're going to have a chest right over here that we can open. And this is how you get your first collectible. Now, you're also going to have another collectible that's in this shop. It's going to be your force tier that's going to be right over here. However, you need to complete a couple things before it will spawn. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to a fast travel so we can go inside of the saloon and you can go over there to the meditation site. And you want to fast travel to the Harvest Ridge location. Now, once you spawn in at the top of Harvest Ridge, we want to go down here to the red and black circle. Now there's two. We want to go to the one on the right. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to take this bird and we're going to fly all the way around here and fly over to this circle on the far right. Now, once we get down here, we're going to have a ton of droids to fight. We want to fight on this circle and this circle is going to collapse below us and we're going to be able to fall underneath and fight the boss. So we'll stand on this. It'll open up. And once we're down here, we'll be able to fight the boss. So we'll take him out. Now, once you take out the boss, we're going to come right over here to where this frog looking thing is that's glowing. And we're going to interact with it. And what that's going to do is interact with the frog that's back where the tier is going to be. And open the door. This is going to let us back outside if we climb up these vines. And once we exit out of here, we're going to be able to go right over here. And we can fast travel back. Now, once you've made it back, we're going to go back inside the shop. And when you come around the corner, the frog that's in here will be glowing. You can then communicate with this frog. And after you do that, you guys will see that your force tier spawns right here beside you. So you can knock this out and get your next collectible. We'll exit the shop here. I'm going to hop back on this guy. And you guys can see diagonal. We're going to go to the right side of the saloon and we're going to have a barn back here. Now we're going to go behind the stables. And back over here, we're going to find a scavenger droid. So just follow the fence line. Be careful as you get close. There's going to be a scavenger droid that's out here talking to some little animals, I guess putting on a show. And we want to surprise him. So we're going to roll up on him and take him out. And once you do that, he's going to drop you another collectible. Now, our next one's going to be right nearby. I accidentally ran over this with my little companion. But if you come right over here to this fence line, you're going to have a seed pod literally right here. So there'll be a little tree. You can just hit it and you'll be able to pick up your seed pod right here. So again, just work your way to the fence. You'll see it. It's got the little green orbs. Now, after you grab that seed pod, we're going to turn around in the opposite direction of the barn and we're going to head up this rock formation and we're going to go into this little cave down here. So we'll come over here and drop down. And right here at the entrance to the cave is going to be a scavenger droid. Now, I've already taken him out, but he's going to be standing exactly where I'm standing right here. So once you take him out, you'll be able to get some treasure. Be careful though, there are some other enemies that are nearby. But take out the scavenger droid and that'll be your next collectible. And once you take out the scavenger droid that's over here, we're going to work our way to the saloon, but we don't want to go in the saloon. We want to go to the top. Now, if you have one of these guys, which they're right here beside me, you can jump up. If not, just go inside and walk up the stairs. It's not that big of a difference. But what I'm going to do is jump up here. If you're going this way, you're going to have to jump up on this orange thing here to make it up top. But once you get here, you can jump across. And once you're up here, you'll see this little tree. We can take out this tree in the middle and that'll give us another seed pod. Now, after grabbing this seed pod, we're going to turn around and you guys are going to see this giant building here with the vines going up it. We're going to climb to the top of this. And up here is where we're going to find our force tier. We'll follow the vines along the side. This is pretty easy to do. Once you get up here, we can find our force tier just hanging out on the top. And all you need to do is complete this force tier and you will be able to get your next collectible. Now, once you finish completing the force tier, we're going to turn around and over here, we're going to have a bird we can fly with. We're going to fly to the top of the building that's over there next to the barn. So we'll jump up with the bird. We're going to fly all the way over here and we want to land on the very top. So this might be a little bit difficult. You want to land perfectly here, but we just want to get on the very top. So we'll go right over here. I'm going to jump off just to make sure I don't miss. And once you land up here, you can pick up some treasure and your next collectible. All right, now once you're done on top of that building, you're going to jump down over here toward the barn, and we're going to run to the back side on the right side over here of the barn. And right around where this little guy's standing, we're going to have another seed pod. Now, I accidentally hit it again while trying to make this video, but it's going to be right here in front of this fence. So just come over here, you'll see the green glow. And after grabbing this one, you can run along the fence line out this direction. And as you move out here, you're going to find another tree that's got the green glow. We can take that one out and you get yourself another seed pod. Now, after you grab these seed pods, we're going to head back over to the barn and we're going to mount one of these little companion guys. And we're going to come right over here to the front. You guys can see there's kind of a big window thing we can jump in. We're going to jump off of this guy while mounted on him. That's going to allow us to get up top. And once you're up here, you can use force lift. We can then drop inside this little corridor. And we'll be able to get this chest, which is our next collectible. Now, after you've grabbed this chest, the way to get back out of here is to climb up these pipes or whatever these are. So just jump back and forth. We'll get back to the top of the barn and we're going to have a treasure up here. If you run down over here, you'll be able to pick up your next collectible. Now, once you've grabbed that, we're going to head out of the barn and we're going to go back down here and get on one of these guys so we can move around a little bit quicker. And we're going to work our way over here by the ship. So you guys can see the ship over there. We're going to stay on the right and go up all the rock formations behind it. So we'll climb up here. We're going to go all the way this way. We'll jump up on this ledge. We're going to continue to move all the way around. And you guys are going to see up on that rock over there, we're going to have a chest that we can get. So as you run all the way across, we can go up here. We'll go ahead and jump off this guy. And right here, we're going to be able to force lift and then force slam, and that's going to give us another collectible. And once you've grabbed this chest, we're going to climb back up on top of this giant building here. So we'll go around the side, and once we get down here, we're going to have the vines that we can climb. So go ahead and climb the vines back up to the top. And once you get up here to the top, we're going to turn to the left, and we want to go over here. So what we can do is jump off and dive, and we'll make it across. So we'll hit the double jump, hit the dash, and we'll make it up top. And once we're over here, we're going to go get a couple seed pods. We're going to start by just going straight up this direction. You guys can see that really weird plant over there. That's kind of where we want to go. And as we come this way, you guys will see our first is going to be right here. So go ahead and take out this one. And then to get our second one, we'll go up here by this really weird looking thing. And right here is going to be our second one. Now, after you take out those two, we're going to have one more that's right back over here. And there you go. There's 3 seed pods for you. Now, after you pick up all 3 of those seed pods, you guys can see right here beside us, we've got another chest. We can go ahead and force lift, force slam, and we'll get another collectible right there. Now, after you force slam this chest, we're going to go right back over here to where the bird's nests are. And we're going to get the ability to scan. So we'll go ahead and scan the nest. And that's going to give us our next collectible. Now, once you're done with the nest, we're going to turn around and head back over this direction. And when we get over here, you're going to see a little bird that's on the ledge. We're going to grab another seed pod that's down here by this bird. So right here in the brown bushes, you guys can see there's some green orbs floating around. Go ahead and take out that bush and you'll get yourself another seed pod. Now, after grabbing the seed pod that's right here next to the bird, we're going to jump back up on the rock and we're just going to go straight over here to this yellow looking wall. And we're going to have these 2 plants. One of them is going to have green orbs, and that's going to give us another seed pod. So go ahead and take that out. Now, after you've grabbed this seed pod, we're going to turn around and head back toward the ship. And we actually want to go into the little hangar that's underneath the ship. So what we can do is actually just run over here on the right side, and we can just slowly drop down. We can go to this platform, and then come right over here, drop to this platform, jump down to the roof. And then we can land here. We're going to go down the stairs even more underneath. And once we're down here, we're going to go to the second door. So not this one here, but we're going to go to this one. We can force lift. And inside, we're going to have a chest and our next collectible. And once you've grabbed this chest, we're going to continue on our way. I've hopped on this guy to make things a little bit quicker. But we're going to head over here to where this bridge is. And we're going to scan an item to get our next collectible. So if we come over here to where this bridge is, I'm going to go ahead and hop off this guy here. We're going to take a left and go over here into this little green sludge. You guys are going to see this item hanging out. We can walk up to this thing, scan it, and that'll give you your next collectible. Now, once you're done here, we're going to head toward the houses. So we're going to turn around and we're going to go past the barn and around the little town here. We're going to have several houses on the outskirts, and we're going to have a couple different collectibles that are over here. So we'll follow this path to these houses, and we want to start by going to the one that looks really, really creepy that's actually protected. If we go down this path in between these normal looking houses, you guys will see that down here we have one that looks pretty severely protected with all these little things coming out. Now what you want to do is use the force. We're going to pull this off. We're going to go ahead and slice this. And once you do that, we can then force push, which I guess is force push down. And then we're just going to dive through, and now we're inside. Now, once you're inside, we're going to be able to come right over here to this little box and scan it using BD1. And that's going to give us our first collectible in here. And after you scan that chest, we can come right over here and scan another, and that'll give you your second collectible. And once you're done scanning everything, we're going to come over here and talk to the shop owner. And what we want to do is convince him that we're his friend so that he opens up a secret door. So he's going to talk to us a bit. We're going to use mind control, and then we're going to tell him that we're a friend. And once you do that, he's going to open up a trap door right here in the floor, and we can go down underneath now. Now, once you work your way down the stairs, we're going to be able to grab our first collectible right here. And after we're done grabbing this one, we can go grab the second one that's right there at that blue orb in the corner. So we'll come right over here, and this is how we get our next collectible. Now, once you're done in here, we're going to turn around and head back outside. You're going to end up fighting the store owner right here as he is no longer being mind controlled. But after doing that, we're going to dive right back outside. There's a little glitch right here where you have to dive again. So make sure you do that. Once you do that, we're going to go left. We're going to go right back around here and grab our last seed pod. It's going to be behind the building over by this tree. You guys will see the green glow. Go ahead and take that out and get yourself another collectible. Now, after grabbing that one, we're going to come right over here. You guys will see this vine that we can climb up on. We're going to jump up here, climb up to the top of this vine. And once we get up here, you guys can already see the blue glow. We'll just run over this way, grab this, and this will be your next collectible. Now, after you grab this, we're going to come right over here on this ledge, and you guys can see where I've already done it, but there's going to be a chest here that we can force lift and force slam, and that'll be how you get another collectible. Now, after you grab this chest, we're going to turn around and come right over here to this bird, and we're going to fly back down to the building. So what we'll do is we'll let him go up, we'll let him grab me, and you guys can see that right here on this building below me, we're going to have a chest. So I'll go ahead and drop off the bird. We can go ahead and pick up that chest, and you got yourself another collectible. Now, after opening this chest, there's two treasures that we want to get. We're going to jump down over here, and we're going to find these two houses that are boarded up. You guys can see they're right across from each other. There's boards here, and you can see a treasure on the inside, as well as a board over here with a treasure on the inside. And we're going to show you how to get both of them. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run over here to the saloon, and we're going to talk to this dude that's just chilling on the outside. You guys can see him just kind of kicked back against the building. We're going to start a little side quest with him. So go ahead and talk to him. The next thing that you want to do is go to a meditation site, and we're going to fast travel. Now we're going to fast travel to the bygone settlement where the Jawas are, and we're going to complete this side quest. Now, once you get there, if you look around from the meditation site, you'll see a spot where you can wall run. That's going to be the beginning of the puzzle. That's going to get you to the top of the mountain to see the Jawas. So just go ahead and follow that puzzle all the way through. I'm going to have a separate video for that on my channel. But once you finish moving through the obstacles, you'll eventually reach the mountain where the Jawas are. Now that we're done talking to the Jawas, we can fast travel back to the Rambler's Reach. And once you fast travel back to the Rambler's Reach outpost, we can go into town, and you guys can see right here on our left side, this door has opened up, and we can grab this treasure. And once you grab this one, if you turn around, you can see this door is open as well. We can grab this treasure right here, and there's your next two collectibles. Now, after we pick up these two treasures, we want to get on the roof because we want to move this wire that's up here. So we'll go around the back, and we can jump up over here on this side. Now, originally, I think this wire is going to be attached right here, but I've already moved it. We want these two buildings to connect. So you can see the wire's already on this one. All you have to do is pick it up, and that's how you kind of move it over here. So I've already put it over here. So grab it from the other side, bring it, put it over on this side so that they connect. And once you do that, we're going to use BD1. We are going to use his little shock power, and we are going to shock this up so that the power works. And once you do that, we can jump down. This door will be open next to the Jawas, and we can go inside and get our next collectible. Now, after you grab the treasure that's in this house, we're going to go back up on the roof, and we're going to move these cords around so that we can grab another chest that's inside of this building. If we jump up on this ledge here, we can go back over here, and this time we're going to go all the way to this side, and we're going to grab this thing off, and we're going to take it to the other side. So we'll walk that thing back over here, and we're going to connect it to this side because this is where the other door is going to be. And once you connect it, as long as you have already shot BD1's little electro dart at this thing and it's running, it will open this door over here. We will now be able to go inside, and in this room, we're going to have a chest that we can open up. Now, after we've grabbed these collectibles, we need to do another really quick, like super little side quest type thing. We're going to run over here, and you're going to see this ramp over here next to the saloon. We're going to run all the way up to the top of this ramp, and we're going to be looking for a zip line. We'll run all the way up here. Now we're going to continue down this path, and when we get to the end, we can go left or right. We're going to take a right. And when we come down here, we're going to have the zip line. What we're going to do is take this zip line to the top to ride the assault. Whoa, okay, don't do that. Make sure you get on the zip line, and we're going to ride it all the way up here to the top. And once you land at the top, we're going to turn to the left, and we're going to come right over here to this bird. And we're going to take this bird right down here to this little building. Now we're going to have some enemies down here you need to be careful of. But we're going to go around the back where the enemy is. And we're going to take these guys out. So we'll fight these 3 guys real quick. And once we take them out, we're going to go down this this little door right here. So we can open this up using the force. And we're going to go down inside. And once you're inside, we're going to find a droid in here. Now this droid we want to talk to. And after talking to this droid, we're going to get this droid to return to its house. All right, so now that we've recruited him, all you had to do was talk to him to do that. We're going to head back over to the Reach. Now, for those of you that don't know how to get back, we're going to come back over to the building that we just went in, and we're going to get up on the roof. So we'll climb up on the roof here. And once we're on the roof, we're going to try to jump on this little thing sticking out of the roof. So we're going to get just a little bit higher. And once you do that, that's going to get us just close enough to grab this thing. So you'll have to jump as high as you can. And once you do, you'll be able to grab on. We're going to jump over this direction. We'll jump over here. And once we're over here, we're going to have a bird that we can take. So you can see the bird over here. We'll jump across. We can grab onto him, and we'll fly back over here to where the zip line was. We'll come back to this tree. Once you're back at the tree, we can land here. And honestly, you can fast travel if you just want. If not, you can just take the zip line and run back. All right, so now that we're back at the red ramp, we're going to continue to work over here by the saloon, and we're going to be looking for the droid hanging out at the house across the street from the saloon. So if you go past it, you can come over here. You'll see the droid just chilling. We're going to talk to the droid, and after you talk to the droid's going to let you in the house. We can now go inside, and if you come inside, you're going to find a chest, which is your next collectible in the region. Now, once we're done with this chest, we're going to head back outside, and we're going to work our way back over to the farm, and we're going to show you a pretty interesting collectible that it appears that people just figured out how to get. This one seemed to be very difficult, and that was to get a treasure to spawn inside of the barn. Everybody thought it was glitched, but apparently there's a little secret way. So we're going to show you what you need to do. All right, so once you get to the barn, here's what you want to do. We want to go over here into the yard, and we want to look at the creatures. Now we're looking for specific colors. Now on Reddit, everyone's saying the only color that works is pink, and there's a really bright pink creature. It's really rare to get, and that's the only way to get the secret treasure in the barn. However, while recording this video, I was able to make this work with an albino one. So I'm not sure if it's just all the rare colors or if it's just white and pink, but what you want to do when you get either a white one or a pink one is ride it into the stables, and when you put it in the stable, it will stay. Now this thing on the ground won't be here, so put it in the stable, and once you do that, we're going to head back over to the saloon. And if you go down the stairs on the back side, it's just a really quick way to get to a meditation point. And what you want to do is reset the game after you put the creature in there. So you want to meditate, and after you meditate, what that's going to do is essentially make another day happen. And then you can run back over to the barn, and that's what you're going to see on the ground, which I'm assuming is, you know, crap. I'm assuming it just took a dump on the floor, and that's where our secret treasure is going to be. So you can come over here. You can lift it up, and you'll be able to get a secret treasure, which counts towards one of the collectibles in the region. Everyone thought this was glitched. This is how you do it. If you don't get a white or pink creature to spawn in here, all you have to do is keep going down there and meditating and coming back up, and the colors will change, and keep doing that until you get the right color. Again, as of now, white and pink are the only ones that work. Let me know if any of the other colors work for you. Okay, so now we only have one collectible left to get in the area, and this one's pretty difficult, but also really fun to do. We want to work our way over to the saloon, and we want to go to the garden on the top. Now, you can go inside and work your way up the stairs, or if you've already opened up the shortcut over here, you can go climb this rope, and it'll take you right up to the garden. But what you want to do is you want to plant 10 different types of seeds in the garden over here. Now you can find 10 different seeds throughout this entire planet just exploring, but what you want to do is come over here and plant all 10 different types of seeds. You guys can see here in the small pot, we've got 3, medium pot here I have 4, and large pot I have 3, so we have 10 exactly. I planted one of every plant in here, and once you do that, you need to wait for the plants to actually finish growing. So they take some time to grow. It'll show here on your screen if you go over to the plants tab, and once every plant has finished growing, you can then come right over here and this little thing will unlock. You'll be able to slice it using BD1. You're going to get your final collectible as well as the map upgrade. It's going to show you where every single seed pod is on the map. So if you guys take a look, obviously in this area, I've been making videos and grabbing all the collectibles, but in areas I haven't reached yet, you guys can see where all the seeds that I haven't picked up yet are, which is super, super clutch. And now if you look over here, you guys can see we have 37 out of 37 collectibles. But this is how to get all 37 collectibles here in the Ramblers Reach Outpost. If you guys have any other questions, make sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.